Over the past several days, I've seen a lot of messages on LinkedIn from people going through career transitions. So today I wanted to spend a few minutes to talk about career transitions and how I can serve you as a career transition coach in that journey. Let's take a look at what is a career transition. Well, career transitions happen in a couple of different ways. Number one, when organizations go through restructuring. Number two, it could be when you find yourself relocating to a different country, region, or city. And number three, it could happen when you feel a sense of calling, a calling to do something very different from what you've been doing all of these years. And there's a pull inside to make that shift. So what happens during a career transition? We look at reactions from a head, heart, and gut standpoint. So if you look at the gut standpoint, if this is something you didn't seek, didn't expect, didn't desire, then this is going to come as a shock. It's going to feel like a punch in the gut. It's unpleasant and it's painful. What happens at a heart level is that you will feel a sense of loss and a genuine sense of grief, because let's not forget, this is your job, this is your role. You've put your whole heart, life, and soul into doing this very thing that you absolutely love doing. And when this is taken away from you, there is a sense of losing something that you've given everything to. And number three, from a head standpoint, this is going to feel confusing. And your head is probably going to be spinning with ideas and possibilities and fears and insecurities and even a sense of threat, because what's in front of you is unknown. It's uncharted territory. What's behind you, of course, is a wealth of wisdom and experience and knowledge and competence and skills and capabilities. But in the here and now, it may be hard for you to see that because you're looking at what's in front of you, and because it's unknown and new, that may feel extremely overwhelming. And this can happen regardless of where you find yourself in your career. You may be young in your career at the very beginning of your career, and you may feel the exact same things, or you may be a C-suite leader, or you may be an independent professional with years and years of experience behind you, and this is going to feel just the same. So the question then is, as a career transition coach, how do I serve you in this journey? And let's look at the three dimensions. At a gut standpoint, I did mention that this is going to feel like a punch in the gut. So my role is to stay with you in that place of pain and discomfort, to normalize everything that you're feeling and to make it okay. Regardless of the extent to which you're feeling all of these emotions, you may feel like you're feeling nothing at all. And that may be a sense of shock and disbelief. Or you may feel, just really unpleasant emotions come your way. And my role is to stay with you and walk beside you in that journey. From a heart standpoint, to be able to cope with this loss and to make sense of it. And let me be honest, it may not be possible to make sense of it at all, because no explanation, no justification, no answer in the world is really going to make you feel better. So my role is to help you stay in that zone, but also to be able to review and reimagine, what does this mean to you? What does this first phase of the next phase of your life mean to you? How can you reimagine this painting? If this were to be a canvas of your life, of your career, what is that tapestry going to look like? And help you focus on the future, help you remember the incredible strengths, wisdom, and courage and vulnerability you're bringing with it, to be able to re-evaluate and reimagine what that future looks like. And number three, at a head standpoint, you're looking at possibilities. You're looking at a brand new future. So to be able to evaluate, to sit with you, to be a thought partner, to be able to evaluate, here's what's at stake. Here's what's here's what needs to be addressed. This is priority. This maybe not so much. What are possibilities in front of you? What opportunities align with your strengths? What gives you joy? What brings you energy? Let's look at those activities that you can continue to focus on, so you don't lose sight of all the things that you have done, all the things that you've loved doing all of these years. One of the privileges that I have is to work as a career transition coach with Randstad RiseSmart. And I have had the privilege of working with C-suite executives and also people who are very early in their career. And I have seen reactions of absolute and complete meltdown and a breakdown, where they don't recognize who they are, they don't know what's happening in their world, to the other end of the continuum where they're looking at this here and now and then imagining, wow, what does this mean to me? Could this be the start of something fun and exciting and new? Or could it be the start of an important phase in my life where I choose to pause and maybe slow down and maybe check in and take a deep look within and ask myself, what's important to me? Where do I really want to spend my time? What is my life purpose? So I have seen this broad spectrum of emotions on either end of the continuum, as well as, in the middle point of the continuum as well, where, people are quick to come to terms with it, don't fight it, don't deny it, don't bargain. Instead, really try and accept it so they can quickly move forward to whatever is out there for them. And my message to you is really simple. It can be hard hitting. It can be painful. And sometimes it can even be just the thing that your soul was seeking. And you may or may not recognize that right now. And the three messages that I want to share with you is to remind you that you're really not alone in this transition journey. And as a career transition coach, I will walk by your side and be a thought partner, work with you, and give you perspective whenever you seek, and dance this terrifying, uncomfortable, and filled with possibilities dance with you. I hope that gives you courage. To all of you going through a career transition right now, please know that you're not alone. There's so much wisdom, capability, and strengths behind you. And three, the future is limitless. So I hope you go forth and conquer the future.